Alright, welcome back to ProFilmmakers. It is so nice to see you lovely filmmakers out there. My name is Dražen Štader, I'm a professional director cinematographer, and with today's episode we are starting our 101 smartphone video mini-series. That's right, I will teach you how to shoot great looking video using just your smartphone. Yep, you heard me right, I'm a professional filmmaker, and despite owning amazing cinema cameras, I also use smartphones to produce engaging online video content. Let's dive in for some smartphone goodness. But first, make sure to subscribe to our channel and scratch that notification bell as well. Alright, all scratched in? Nice! Let's jumpstart this new smartphone-driven episode of the ProFilmmakers! So in today's show we are starting our smartphone mini-series, which will teach you how to shoot great looking video using just your smartphone. But before we continue, there is this one thing that you should know about me. I caught a film bug very early in my life. For the past 20 years of my life, I live, eat and breathe visual language, and I'm always on the hunt for that cinematic look and feel, eager to learn new ways of how to visually express myself. And somewhere along that path, smartphones slowly crawled into the mainstream and became a huge part of the mobile videography and now even mobile cinematography. And to be completely honest with you guys, the idea of shooting great looking video on the smartphone didn't seem appealing to me, at least not at first sight. I mean, how could this little tiny thing produce anything of quality, right? Type yes if you agree. A tiny little voice inside of me was screaming, I am a filmmaker, I need big trucks, heavy cameras, lots of tech, and a big crew to make my vision a reality. Can you relate? Well, since then, things have changed quite a bit, at least for me. From generation to generation, these little smartphone suckers have proved to have better and better image video quality. The colors got more accurate, slow motion frames were at the reach of my finger. And then came a moment when I realized it is time to give smartphones a chance. Oh, we are saying, let's give phones a chance. That was the moment I realized that smartphones have become more than just a fancy piece of tech that fits in my pocket. Actually, along the way, they transformed themselves into a powerful mobile storytelling tool that is available to all of us. Needless to say that a smartphone was on many occasions the only camera I had with me. So basically, I had to roll with what I got. I had to accept and adapt to the fact that nowadays smartphones are delivering video as good as some video cameras that I used 10 years ago on professional client projects. So these are some of the reasons that me and my team are starting with our mini smartphone video series with the intention to teach you the basics of shooting great video using just your smartphones. Once for all, I want to clarify that having an expensive, heavy cinema camera is not what makes anyone a filmmaker. Sure, having great gear can help, but it is also the knowledge of the foundations of the visual expression, the so-called visual literacy, that is the crucial ingredient that makes you an intentional visual storyteller worth watching. So in today's first episode of the smartphone video series, I want to discuss the 5 big advantages of shooting video on a smartphone. If you are like me, you never leave your house without taking your phone. If you know how to use it correctly, you can get some amazing footage wherever you go. Soon you realize you don't need bigger, heavier cameras that require a ton of rigging and additional crew members. You suddenly realize that also being light and mobile is beautiful, and that having the freedom to place your smartphone wherever you want opens up a whole lot of new creative ways of expression. Number 2. Perfect for vlogging. Phones look like phones and are not being perceived as professional video cameras. This can play as a huge advantage, especially when shooting in public places. If you're out shooting in public, you want to attract extra attention, and you will be able to get great shots even in big public spaces. This makes them perfect for vlogging and short type of documentaries. The aesthetics of the phone video footage evoke a documentary home video feeling, and they get authentic response with the viewer. The smartphone video quality is something most viewers can easily relate to, so it's not a surprise that apps like Instagram Stories are getting so much traffic. In many cases, it is much easier to speak to your community and create a meaningful connection without being too polished. People relate to real people in a deeper, more meaningful and friendlier way. The phone's footage looks like phone, and we should play that into our advantage and incorporate into the style of our storytelling. It's hard to recreate that look with a super expensive cinema camera. And with authenticity, you can easily build the trust, know and like factor, which is crucial when building your community. Accessories are affordable. Additional accessories such as microphones, lights, tripods and gimbals are much more affordable, especially when compared to professional gear. I have invested into a set of 4 moment lenses, including the super sexy anamorphic lens, and the whole set of lenses cost me around $400 US. When compared to a similar set for a professional camera, it is just a tiny little fraction of the price. I mean, just look at the price of the anamorphic lens from Atlas Orion. Holy Maroni! And you will immediately know what I'm talking about. Is the quality the same? Of course not. But if you know how to create value for your audience and engage them with your content, most of them won't even care. 5. All-in-one system. I saved the best for the last. Smartphones are an all-in-one system. Basically the only existing camera that I can think of that lets you perform and execute everything you need when creating, editing and distributing amazing online video content. Let me explain. For example, the app Notes on my phone helps me prepare my content and shot lists for the shooting day. When I am on a location scouting, I love to use apps such as a Sunseeker or Helios to measure the position and the path of the sun. When shooting video, I love using specialized, dedicated video apps such as Moment Pro or Filmic Pro, since they transform my phone into a professional camera. For editing, I use Adobe Rush since it lets me continue my editing work on a laptop when needed. And when it comes to distribution, I have already all my favorite social networks apps such as Instagram, Facebook and YouTube in the palm of my hand. I mean, how cool is that, my fellow content creators? And this whole process of creating, capturing, editing and distributing content can be done without ever leaving the phone and taking another piece of technology into your hands. Well, I think this is very cool. No wonder we live in a golden age of video. Me and my team of ProFilmmakers are preparing a 4-hour hands-on online course entitled Smartphone Video Academy that will transform you into a skilled smartphone mobile creator. The course is currently in the making, but we recently opened the waitlist for anyone interested in becoming a skilled, confident content creator. Feel free to check the link below to learn more on this topic. No matter the level of videography you are at, your phone is a great place to start. One of the main reasons is that you probably already own one, and you can easily venture into the world of videography and start testing the waters and start growing your business and your audience without breaking the bank. As you grow, all your practices and visual storytelling foundations will be easily transformed to new, bigger and more professional cameras when the timing is right. I sincerely hope this episode of the ProFilmmakers has helped you learn the advantages of your smartphone and realize what an incredibly powerful tool you already have in your pocket. In order to further illustrate this hot topic, in the following episode of the smartphone series, we are going to be talking about the most essential additional gear for your smartphones. Dear fellow filmmakers and content creators, let us know how you feel on creating video using just your smartphones. What are some of your biggest struggles and what would you consider a big win? Let us know your thoughts on this subject so we can cover some of the topics in our future episodes. If you enjoyed and you find it valuable, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment below. This show was powered by Studio Production House, a video agency specialized in helping brands grow with the power of the online video, and Pro Video Rentals, a video rental company providing us with all the latest video tech. Make sure to stay inspired and shoot the stuff that you love. And always remember, no matter what happens on the shooting set, we're gonna ride like it's alright. Thanks for watching our show, stay creative, stay strong, and I will see you next week in the new episode of the ProFilmmakers. Adios!